welcome to the ZaineFrame. What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to another episode of the ZaineFrame. So, we went back and watched the last episode. There we go. Okay, I thought that block was the music box. I was like, damn it! Oh, it's a different color. Neat. Okay, so are there only 4 levels in this game?
Yeah, I already told you that.
Oh.
Technically
So we're
5.
half done with this game.
She sounds clearer now.
It's episode 5 and we're halfway done with this game.
Whoa.
Wow.
Come on, we have no time to lose.
What's with your arm? Hey,
What's your state?
brother.
I mean, it's
What
been
is
like
it?
that the entire game.
It looks like a germ.
It's
You
just
know what I mean?
Kind of, yeah, but it's just like some kind of weird patch.
Alright, whatever. Grab this fucker by the head. Okay. Alright, so Death Note. Yes, I was just trying to ask Mara what she thought. What, as someone who the Netflix movie was her first exposure to the series, I want to know what she liked. She was like, "Well, I like Ryuk. I like the whole concept of Shinigami, and that's really interesting." But then you were talking about like the Light's like mission.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that
Was
into
in the anime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure that was in the movie.
Yeah, well, it was. Light being a self-righteous megalomaniac is pretty much an essential part to Death Note. Like, there's a lot of things you can remove from Death Note. It'll make it less interesting, but it'll still work. But that's one of them, is his just madness. And as a matter of fact, I started with, I figured, oh, yeah, this could be on ZaineFrame. Is that I don't disagree with Light to an extent. Is that removing...
I think we should keep quiet.
On the surface, it makes a lot of sense to remove... There is evil in this world. There are people who are just determined to just fuck shit up. You know, in Batman terms, you know, watch the world burn. Or not even... It's not even like something that chaotic. It's just people who would prefer to have things go their way at the expense of others, you know? And fuck them. The world would be better off without them. But here's the thing, is that there gets a point where it's all subjective. You know, like, it's... Like, remember the whole, like, I don't mean to get political here, because that's a rule in the ZaineFrame that I often break. These floaty things, they look like memories. Maybe the next one's behind these roots. If you say so. Oh, your memories.
Move the clock.
No, I want to see this.
Okay.
Like, the war in Iraq. Oh, it's a puzzle. Do I get to solve a puzzle? Okay. Is that like the Iraq War? You know, like Saddam was a bad. He's the butcher. He's the butcher of Baghdad. He was a bad guy. Was it America's place to take him out? That's a whole fucking other question. My point is that in the end, killing him ended up resulting in making an already unstable region even worse. You know what I mean? So obviously, just willy-nilly killing people who are evil is not always the best solution. You know, it could end up making things even worse. Would things have gotten worse anyway? Who fucking knows? My point is that just killing anybody who is evil is not a great solution, because fucking butterfly effect. Oh man, we're just bringing it all around, aren't we? Is that you don't know what shit that's going to cause. And the thing is that in the shitty ass movie, I can't even remember. I blocked most of it out. I just remember he had a shitty girlfriend, and they took the shitty concept and made it shittier, and then Ryuk went all out of character, and then it was like, oh hey, you know what Death Note needs? Twilight. It's a love story now. It's not a story about the grays of morality and justice versus vengeance and good versus evil and how nothing is absolute and how we need to view our society. No, it's just a dude who starts off doing a thing and then he wants to smash. That's it. That's the entire fucking movie. And found my rage there for a bit. I'm trying to be constructive. Trying to be constructive instead of just screaming about everything. That's what Zane's rants and raves are for. And I have a feeling there's going to be some new entries soon.
I have 2 of these. 2 things to say now.
Oh, it's a drawer in a tree.
Yeah.
Trees don't have drawers.
In a 2-year-old's imagination, clearly they do.
Well, this is a dumb 2-year-old.
Okay.
I mean, well, obviously trees don't have drawers. They're trees. They're fucking trees. The drawer is a man-made invention. A tree is not. A tree is tree in and of itself. It looks like a dude, like 2 big legs.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's going on?
And he's got a tail.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
So,
The shitty death
with the first part, the whole morality thing, how you agree with Light, like...
To an extent.
Yeah, of course.
I agree with Light with a lot of qualifiers.
Yeah, of course. I have very mixed feelings about that. You know, being a social worker, of course, one side of me is always going to say no. Every person can be redeemed. Every person can have some good in them. You just have to find it. And you have to determine why they choose to do what they did and help them to not want to do it anymore.
I'm willing to concede that every person can be good, but the thing is will that person want to? Now we're turning to my fucking chosen profession, is that in psychology there's a saying is that you can't help a patient who doesn't want to be helped. There are ways to make them maybe realize that they should be helped, but that's very rare. Is that if a person's evil and they like it, maybe there is good in them. Maybe that there is something you could do or say that would make them be good. But how fucking likely is it? You know? Maybe it's very likely. Maybe it's literally impossible. You know what I mean? But again, that's why I say I agree with Light with a lot of qualifiers. You don't know the consequences. You don't know what's going on with their life and everything. Is the world better off without evil? Of course it fucking is, you know? Is the world better off without people who murder and steal from entire countries and shit? Yes, of course the world's better off without them. And of course they're human beings. Most people are not I will say that there are some actual people out there who are two-dimensional. I've met some of them. They're the worst. Is that they're just like, this is my thing, this is what I do, and fuck everybody. You know, it's, like I said, my feelings, I don't know. Plus, I'm just weird. I'm weirdly, like, happy, liberal, yet authoritarian. What the fuck is this?
I have no idea.
It's a boat. I want the boat.
You can't get on the boat.
Boat.
It'll kill you. I told you.
Yeah, give me the pacifier. Give me a pacifier. There we go.
Okay.
All right, but so let's put the morality aside here for a bit. Let's just say that Amara disagrees with Light. I agree with Light with a lot of qualifiers, but the point was that you found that you found his mission and point of view interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's probably why you find it interesting, because you disagree with it. He's thinking things that that never even occurred to you because you're not that kind of person.
See,
there's
a lot of gray areas in it.
Okay, this is bugging me. First off, there's a boat I can't get to, and here's a book on a pedestal that I can't get to. Unless there's something around here. Right, there's a chair. Come with me, chair. Together we shall live. No! Chair! Why have you betrayed me? I'm fed up with this world. You betrayed me, and I don't care anymore. Anyway, so yeah, the Light. So you thought Light's philosophy and solution was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, that's also in the anime. So what's something that was in the movie and not the anime that you liked, looking back?
I mean, at this point, I mostly remember the anime. But
that makes sense. Remember the good shit.
I know I liked the way Elle was.
You liked Elle. I actually also... I half liked Elle in the movie. You're talking about in the movie, right?
Yeah.
I half liked him. At first, I was cool with it. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can dig this. He really did feel like an American...
Yeah.
Elle. And
so,
until...
He had that fucking emotional breakdown?
Yeah, until... And spoiler alert, but it's a shitty movie. Who gives a shit? Until Watari dies. Or goes missing. Whatever. And it's... That's not Elle. Elle is logic incarnate.
But before I knew that, I was like, okay, you know what? I kind of like this. Like, I like the fact that L's this
This
logical human,
Let's not dwell here.
but at the time, he doesn't seem human at all. And then all of a sudden, this guy who's like his best friend and also kind of his dad in a weird way, like, dies. And then he goes into a psychotic breakdown. Like,
Oh
for
my
me-
god, this baby is slow. Sorry, honey.
For me, it's like, okay, so that's kind of, like, reasonable.
Woman by a well. And then she walks over to the lake.
Yep.
Or I thought she was like hanging from the tree or something. But she just walked over to the lake. Okay. And like, L in the anime, though, wasn't just an emotionless robot. I say he was logic incarnate, and that's true. The whole...
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for Death Note, I guess. The whole reason L's successors are able to catch Kira is because they were not. You know, I can never remember his name correctly. I don't know if it's Mello or Mallow. I think it's Mello. Mello, he was super emotional. And the Nier, who was most similar to L... What the fuck was that? Who was most similar to L, but he was still emotional. Like, L wouldn't be satisfied unless it was a logical chain. Like, he approached crime like a fucking geometrical proof. Like, he would not dare to presume things. He would only do it if there was proper evidence to do so. Whereas Nier was just like, it's light, it's so light, and then he pursued the investigation with that assumption. You see what I mean? But the fact of the matter is that L, as logical as he was still human. He considered light his best friend, you know? He was... Oh, as a dude. I want to poke his legs. Poke. The dude is legs! The dude is legs! Is that, yeah, like, L still had all these emotions. He was funny. He genuinely wanted human companionship and everything, and
Yeah.
it made him very human in a subtle way.
Yeah, I
he
know.
was just weird.
And that's great.
But in the movie, it was just like, yeah, where's Watery? I want to murder everybody in the face.
Yes, it's much better. But, like,
But yeah,
being a complete newcomer
Yeah.
and just seeing, because in the movie, he wasn't a subtle human at all.
yeah.
In the movie, he was straight up fucking robot.
He was either straight up fucking robot or out of his fucking mind. Yeah.
So, only knowing the movie at the time,
right.
it was
Okay.
like, yeah, it just opened for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, gift horse.
So, like, only knowing the movie, it's like, okay, so this guy's cool, I like his logic, but he's way too much of a fucking, zombie.
Oh, it's the guy from fucking Over the Garden Wall.
Okay.
The beast. Oh, I've never seen any Over the Garden Wall?
No?
Holy fuck, we need to watch that.
Okay.
I was about to say, it's a mini-series on Cartoon Network, I believe. It's animated. It's about these two brothers who are in this, like, I have no idea if I'm crawling or standing or under... What? Okay. So these two brothers in this mystical world, and they just meet crazy, or crazy or not crazy people in this, like, like fantasy, topsy-turvy kind of world, and I thought I was holding teddy bear. You were the worst flashlight.
Sometimes it's really fucking hard to tell. It's obnoxious.
Fucking
Yes.
hell. I don't know, it's really good. It's really good. I usually, my brothers and I usually watch it around, the whole October Thanksgiving. It's just, it's not, it has scary parts, but I wouldn't say it's a Halloween situation, even though it does, wait, alright, here's a person, and they've got a seashell squid, and this person has a baby. Oh my god, it's training the seashell with a baby. Oh god. There's a person. This person has crazy hair. Wait a minute.
And that person has a hood-like thing, so, like, maybe he's the Grim Reaper?
No. I just see that as, that's just their head. It's not a hood. It's just their
Okay.
head. See? It's just like a little circle. They drew a little oval. I mean, maybe it's a hood. I don't fucking know. It's a fucking kid's drawing. It's like a Rorschach test for parents. It's like, oh, that's such a good cat? And they're like, it's a tree. They're like, ah, damn it. I'll figure it out next time.
No, you can't go up.
It's really helpful to have you here.
You're going the wrong way.
You're the ultimate strategy guide because not only do you know the way to go, but you also know like my line of thought.
Yes.
That's probably why we're already halfway through the game in 5 episodes, is that
Yeah.
you keep me from spending 3 episodes trying to jump up a hole I can't get up.
Yep.
Oh, it's the well and the painting. Well, we'll figure out what all this shit's about next time on the ZaineFrame. Oh, and more Death Note, because the bitching has just begun. Now there's an episode title.
Yeah.